Getting the new users on the product is difficult. Companies build great products and spend a lot of money on marketing to get the users on the platform. But getting these users to get started on the platform is equally important, if not more. Because if they are not able to understand and do the task, they will leave and they will never come back and you lose them forever. According to a study, people leaving the product and never coming back can be as high as 57% if the onboarding is not done right. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 tips from the makers of Figma and Figjam of how to get the users on the platform and onboard them right. These were shared by Natasha, a product designer at Figjam, in one of the office hours sessions, and I took notes. A lot of notes. So let's get started with tip number 1. Limit people's choice and expose core concepts over time. Don't bombard them with a lot of features and what all they can do. Help them do the first task, and that too with ease. Do a progressive disclosure of all the features as and when the users get to it. In Figjam, people generally come for brainstorming ideas or collaborative sessions. So instead of doing all the fancy jazz to show what all the possibilities are, what they do is they show you a few templates to get started the right way. According to Hick's law as well, if you show a lot of things to people, they will not be able to decide what to do, and that will increase the churn. Keep only the things that will help them do the first task. Another very good example of this is Duolingo. Duolingo uses an interactive way of progressive disclosure when the users first come on the app. Users are encouraged to jump in and start testing out the app in the language that they have selected to learn. Another thing I want to add here is also don't just get into taking all sorts of permissions and things like that right away. High chances of people turning away from the app if it feels like too much. So first, earn the trust, get the goodwill started, and then ask for reciprocity, which means that if you're taking a notification permission, so first let them place an order and tell them, hey, if you want to get the notification of where the food is or what's the current status of it, give us the notification permission and we'll be able to help you with it. So help them see how taking the permission is going to help them. So here is the actionable for this tip. Earn trust, don't bombard with features, and help them accomplish the first task quickly and easily. In case of Figma or Figjam, it can be difficult looking at the blank canvas and it can cause anxiety and stress. So that leads me to tip number 2. Help remove the people's anxiety from blank canvas. Just like writers get anxiety from the blank notepad, designers get anxiety from the blank canvas. To help with that, you can use some good illustrations or write a very good copy to alleviate the stress. Figma shows ghost previews, which helps the user seize templates from different category and how they will look on the canvas. This helps users get started easily and just choose the template and start making the changes. You have to always understand, blank pages, blank canvases, and loading times are always an opportunity. Use this to best advantage and help establish a communication with the user. What you can do is use this to teach something about your product. So if you look at examples like Slack, they actually teach you something about it, or they add some quirk to your life. Similarly, if you look at the loading examples from Zomato, they always tell you a fun food fact or just create a light moment by some joke. So in the moment when you are actually waiting, it creates some value in your life, whether it be the humor, whether it be the knowledge that you get. Did you know chickens have more fat than protein? I actually learned this while waiting for placing an order on Zomato, and it came up in one of the loading screens. This is how you can use the loading screens, the blank canvases, and all those opportunities to teach the user something or just make something memorable in their mind about you. User's life is full of stress in these times. So if you can do a little bit of something that actually takes their mind away from the work and helps them learn something new or just laugh a little bit or smile a little bit, this is going to be a big differentiator for you. Another example of this is Grammarly or Hemingway editor. They actually write the placeholder text for you to show you how it looks and how they will show you the errors and things like that. And that is a very good way to get users started, to know that here will be the text, here will be the errors and things like that. that. So that is something you can use as well. The actionable from this tip is to reduce anxiety by showing some dummy data or what sort of structure is going to come in place, or doing something really fun which actually just lightens the mood. If you're liking the video so far, do give us a thumbs up. It helps us keep creating great content for you guys. Third tip on the list is show, don't tell. So when people are trying to do something, don't block the screen and do a text onboarding of it. If you write a lot of text, people are not going to read it. Instead, do a visual representation of it by adding icons, GIFs, or some motion to it. Just make it fun to look at and also helps them understand how the feature works. Also, one of the things that I have seen people doing is interrupting people's workflow, and that too for very lame things. For example, I have just downloaded this app, and within like 5 seconds or 10 seconds of using it, they're giving me a prompt saying that let's upgrade, pay me for using the product. It just doesn't make sense. Let me use the product, get some benefit out of it, and then ask me to upgrade. That's the right way to go about it. If you sell too early in the journey, you are going to lose trust from the people and you will not accomplish anything. Some good example of this apart from Figjam are Cred and Instagram. So for the new things that they launch, they show you how it works. They have done tremendous job into showing how the product works. Another great example of this is Trello. So while you are making your board, naming the cards and things like that, it gives you a feel to enter those things when you're just starting out. And while you're filling it, it shows you how the real card is going to look like. And they do it for onboarding the users. They don't do it after you have started using it and know how to create cards and other things inside it. The actionable from this tip is do contextual onboarding with visuals. Show them how those things work and functions. But with all the graphics, text and images, it can be a lot for the users. So that's where tip number 4 comes in play. Give users a way to choose their own path. Not all users would be interested in seeing your onboarding at first. They are here to do a task and they want to get right to it. So the onboarding or explainers should be accessible even if people choose to skip it at once. They should be able to find it again if they want to. So in Figjam, even if you dismiss the templates and onboarding, you can just go to this icon, click on it, and it will show you all the templates with their categories. So the actionable from this tip is keep all the help and documentation accessible even if the user has dismissed it once. And when it comes to engagement and motivation, content is king. Keep motivating the users to take action, and when they do, also appreciate it. In Figjam, they actually give you a lot of prompts which is very conversational, so keeps the conversation going, also appreciates you for every small thing or every small milestone that you have crossed. So if you have selected one of the templates, they will appreciate you for it and also guide you how to go from there. So Zomato does it really well with all the push notifications and in-app messaging that they do. They actually motivate you to use the thing, and when you do, they also appreciate it with the confettis and whatnot. So it's very important that you use the words that are motivating, engaging, as well as clear, so that people understand the thing as well as feel appreciated about the actions that they have taken. So keep it fun and engaging. When it comes to onboarding, personalized communication and learning is the key. If you're interested in learning Figma tips that can 10x your productivity, you should check this video out. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's free and you can always unsubscribe it later. This is all for this video. I'll see you in the Figma productivity video. Till then, happy designing.